What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing my income report, my KDP income report for the month of September. So welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said, this video is all about my income report for the month of September. This is also part of a playlist, and if you want to see all of my other income reports for KDP going back pretty much 2 years now, then click right there in the right hand corner to go through and check it out. So let's dive straight into this and see how much I made in the month of September. So here we are on my Get Book report, and we can see that I made $1,638. So in fact, let's just refresh the page on this. Now, as you can see, my income was 1,600 and something, but not all of that was profit, far from it. Now, I actually spent quite a lot on ads last month in September, and we're going to do all that within this video. We're going to take my ad spend, deduct it from my royalties to see how much I actually earned. Now, if we go down to here, we can see at the time of recording this, I actually have 3,917 books. I did want to hit 4,000 for Q4, but I didn't quite make it. Oh well. So in September, we can see my income just here. It was steadily rising as well, and that's because I was running ads on quite a few books, 3 main performing ones, and I'm also going to share that within this video. But we can see my worst day was probably down here, just here, which was around $25, and my best day was on the 28th, where I made $108. Now, if we change this to units, we can see how many books per day that actually was. So on the lowest, it was 16, and on the best, it was around 72 books. I think that one was bump day as well. But we can see it's just been up and down, but steadily increasing, which I like to see, considering that we're now in Q4. So let's put that back on earnings, and let's scroll down and take a look. So let's go to here. We can see that 84% of my royalties came from Amazon.com, 12% from UK, just under 4% from Canada, and then just a little bit on the other marketplaces. So in September, that equates to 1,078 units of my books sold. And if we take a look just here, we can see my best performing books. Now, this one is my best performing because I was running ads on it, and I was at one point spending around $15 a day to try and get it ranked higher, because this book performed really well last year, so I wanted to give it a push so it performed really well this year as well, and that's what it's doing at the minute, with a BSR of around 5,000, I believe. Anyway, we're going to see that nearer the end of the video, but we can see that book sold 373 units, making me $450. Then the second one, this is another one that I'm actually pushing quite hard right now, and this sold 168 units, making $230. And then this one, I'm running a little bit of ads, not much at all compared to 3 of my ads, but it's just a little, I think $5 per day just on this ad, and this sold 114, making $230 again. Then this one sold 72. This is actually my best performing book of all time. I've tried running ads on this, only automatic ads, but nothing ever clicks, and the ACOS goes through the roof, so I always end up stopping it. So this is pretty much all organic sales, and again, this book has actually almost made me $10,000. So when it does, I will have a video coming out about that. Then the next one, I sold 69 units, making $103. This is another one where I have not been running ads at all. So all that is organic. And then this one, I'll just do this one and that one. So this one I sold 29 units, making $93. That one I do run ads. It's a little small budget, $5 a day. And then this one I sold 70 units, making $84. Now, why am I running more ads? Well, this time last year, in Q4 2019, that was one of the biggest mistakes that I made. I even made $15,000 in royalties in Q4 last year, but I wasn't running enough ads, so I left a hell of a lot of money on the table. And now all year, I've been kind of collecting my royalties, and I have a much bigger ad budget for this Q4. So anyway, that was the sales. So let's actually scroll back up to the top and let's take a look at this. So the royalties was $1,638, but now let's go and have a look at my ad spend so we can deduct that from my royalties to see how much profit I actually made. So let's go over to my Amazon advertising account. I'm only advertising on .com at the minute. And let's see how much I spent in September. So we can see just here I spent $1,120. So a lot more than what I normally spend. Now again, that's mainly coming from 3 books, which you're going to see in a minute, because I just want to get better rankings on these books as they performed really well last year. Now, they performed really well last year, and I didn't really spend that much on ads, but I really wanted to give it a push to make sure that it did perform really well. So that's $1,120. Now, let's go back over to here. Let's pull up a calculator, and let's do 1,638.81. There we go. Take away that ad spend. So let's go back over to here. Let's pull that up. And it was 1,120. So 1,120.24 equals $518 in profit. That doesn't sound that great, but again, you got to think in the long term on how I've actually ranked these books. So let me break that down a little bit more so you can see this as well. So from here we can see that I spent that $1,120, and if we go over to my campaigns, my kids books, because that's what I'm running the majority of the ads on at the minute, and if we take a look here, we can see that I spent $896 of that 1,120 just on these 3 books alone. So if we scroll down, we're going to go to here like that. I will blur out my titles just there, but we can see 3 campaigns. If we scroll over, we can see lifetime, that's how much I've spent. But if we go to September, so let's go to last month. Let that load up. Here we are. So we can see that I was spending $30 to $40 per day on these 3 campaigns alone. Now I've opened up one of these campaigns into another tab, so let's take a look. And let's go to lifetime. So we're on there. I spent $585 on this campaign over its lifetime, which is from September last year. But we can see in September this year I spent $370 just on this campaign. And if we change that to September, so let's go to last month, we can see how much I was spending. So at the minute, I'm only spending, I've pulled this one back down to $5 per day. I was spending $15 per day on this campaign. And then you can see right here is when I started to pull it back. So pulled it back to 11, 14, 7. Then I was running it at $7.50. And then as of today, so let's go to this month, I've actually... Let's go here. I've actually pulled this back down to around $5 now. as we can see just here. But the whole point of this is that the book is now ranked really, really well. So I was spending $15 per day. And then as it started getting better rankings, I've started to slowly pull that back. Now, if we go over to my Author Central for this book, we can actually see that it's now ranked at 4,493 place at the time of recording this video. And we can see over that month, over the last month in September and that, started off quite slow. Still a really great BSR, but we can see that it slowly started to increase. Now, this wasn't a brand new book, like I said. This is a book that I published last year that did extremely well, and I wanted to run ads to try and get it ranked just as well as it was last year. So if we go on all, just here, we can see last year, last September, October, it was ranked really well. And then throughout the year, didn't really sell much because this is actually a Halloween book, so it's seasonal specific. But we can see, starting here in August, is when it started to slowly creep up again. And now it has a really great BSR, making me, or selling, 20 to 40 units per day. Now, if you want to know what type of Halloween book this is actually a kids' Halloween book. I do cover all of this within the LCB Vault. I cover my advertising strategy, and then I cover how to create quite a few different kids' books within the LCB Vault as well, within another course called Kids LCB. So if you want to see all of that, don't forget to go and check out the LCB Vault by clicking that link down below. But yeah, so that's how it's been going. That was my income for the month of September. Even though I made $1,638, only 518 of that is profit. But again, now that I've got those books ranked, especially the one I just showed you, I can expect to make quite a lot of organic sales and recoup quite a lot of that money. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.